to WordPress Tip of the Week. This is week number 41. In this video, we wrap up a two-part series on jQuery Accordions. In our last video, we set up the jQuery Accordion and we looked at the basic functionality of it. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go over different ways that you can kind of customize it more to your liking. So that's coming up right now. Okay, so here we are back at jQueryUI.com on the Accordion section. And now what we're going to do is let's go over and customize the icons here. There's different icons with a arrow pointing down when it's expanded, or an arrow pointing to the right when it's collapsed. Now what you can do is you just simply click on View Source. Okay, so now we have basically everything in the accordion already done. What we need to do is we need to copy basically from here to here, which gives the proper CSS. There's two CSS, the jQuery UI CSS, the demo style CSS, and then the two scripts. And then here is the script function. And what we're going to do is let's copy, and we are going to get rid of this and then paste this right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on update. Let's make sure that it's at least looking like it does in the demo. Okay, so we're going to go back to our accordion page and we're going to refresh. Okay, and as you can see, it does. Here's the down arrow, and then here is the arrow pointing to the right. Okay, great. So now what we can do is there's a lot of other icons that we can use. One good source of them is the jQuery UI Icons cheat sheet, made by a guy named Pete Freitag, who created this. And then one cool thing is we can use like an arrow pointing to the right, and then when it expands, we can have the arrow pointing down. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to copy this right here for the arrow pointing to the right. And then let's go back in, and for the header, we're going to put in right here. And then for the active header, in other words, when it's expanded, we're going to have the UI icon, this one, showing. Okay, so let's paste this in. All right, let's go ahead and click on update. Okay, now that it's updated, let's go back into Chrome here, and we're going to refresh, and now we should see an arrow and an arrow without the circle. And there we go. There's the down arrow showing it's expanded, and then the arrow to the right showing that it's not. So as you can see, you can go into this cheat sheet and make a lot of different options here. There's all kinds of things. One cool thing is you can use like arrows pointing up and to the left or down and to the right, and so on, and different things like that. There's a whole bunch of different icons that you can use. You can have like an icon for play, for example. You can have bullet for an icon, or like a check mark. There's just a whole variety of different things that you can use. Okay, so let's take a look at how we can use CSS to override the styles that's here in the accordion. Let's say, for example, you don't like this blue. You may want to make this, I don't know, say red, for example. What you can do is you can hover over it, right click, and then inspect. And then what this will do is we're looking for right here. So let's scroll down just a little bit. We're looking right here for the UI state-active. And then the background, you can click on it and you can put a £, and then for red using RGB, it's FF1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then same thing for the border. So let's click on this, and we're going to change this to FF1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now that's changed. And if you want, we can change the color, say from white to black. So instead of 6 Fs, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to copy all of this. Okay, and we're just going to use UI state active, and then we're going to paste this into our CSS file. Okay, so let's go in, and if we want, just to make things a little bit easier, well, no, we'll go ahead and we'll put it in our customize section here. So you go into customize, and what we're going to do is we're looking for the additional CSS area, which is right here. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and we're going to paste this in, and then what we're going to do is we're only going to have UI state active. Okay, so we'll go ahead and publish that. Okay, so now let's go back to Chrome here. We're going to close this, and we're going to refresh, and it should still be like it is right now. Okay, and the reason that it's not is because we need to set this as important, because the style is not being overwritten. So let's paste this in for the color, the background, and the border. And we're going to go ahead and publish it. And let's go back and refresh, and there we go. So we had to put in the important tag. This way it was being overwritten on the jQuery style.css file. Okay, now we can also, within here, say for example, if we want to customize this color, the content color, okay, what we can do is, let's scroll down here, and now the UI widget content, which is what it is, say we want to make this, yeah, let's go ahead and we'll make it a black background with white lettering. Okay, there's the black background, and now the color, instead of 33333, we're going to make this FFF 6 Fs. Okay, and then again, we're going to take this, and we're going to copy it, and we'll probably have to use important as well, being that we need to override the style.css file for jQuery here. So I'll put that in there just in case here. Okay, we got that. There's the color, and then we need the background. Okay, and okay, we're good. And now let's go back and let's go ahead and close this, and let's do refresh. And there you go. So now what you can do is, just by using simple CSS, you can really jazz things up here and have it a lot more user-friendly and a lot more customizable to the colors of your site. Alright, this wraps up this week's WordPress Tip of the Week. I invite you to like the video and subscribe to our channel. And all new subscribers will be put into a drawing at the end of each month for a free WordPress course. So be sure to tell a friend about us. And until next week, take care. Bye.